Especially the fact that she said you have to be best friends. Let me give you another angle why it's important for you to be best friends. Okay, you create such a bond in a way that you don't leave any room for emotional affairs. Because what do best friends do? They are there for each other, especially emotionally. You know, and I know this for a fact. Men take their friendship so seriously. It's easy to betray a wife, you know, sleep around and stuff like that. But they take their friendship so seriously. So imagine if you're both, the wife and the best friend. So there are advantages and disadvantages. Let's start with advantages. You know, the first thing happening to him or to you, the first person you want to share with is your husband or his wife. You get what I'm saying? Okay? When you have an issue, everybody is missing the other person. You want to sort it out so fast so you can continue with your friendship. Okay? He will have your back, you will have his. Disadvantages. If for that to work, you really have to expose yourself to him to a point of no return. He can easily use that to hurt you, to manipulate you, or to just mess you up. You know, but I say it's worth the chance. You understand? It's worth the chance. And every marriage, you know, you can't say, oh, 20 years of marriage. You know, if your marriage has not been tested, then you don't know what marriage is. How you come out of that, how you resolve. These men, we love them with all our hearts, are the same ones who can break that heart into pieces. Sometimes you wake up, you search him in your heart, and you find nothing. Literally nothing. And in your head, you are so convinced that you made a mistake. So falling in love, falling out of love, falling in love in marriage happens. You understand? I don't want to say it's normal, but it happens many, many times. Like she said, divorce happens. Okay? We don't want you to be dead in the name of, if it's life-threatening, you really don't have to be there. You understand? If it's life-threatening, you can say come back home. I hope, you know, my friends from Namibia left this morning. Today, Saturday, they left this morning. When I went the first time to visit their country, the culture there, if you walk into, because they took me to the rural area, to their village. If you walk into a village and there are some little huts, count how many huts there are, then you'll know how many daughters were married from that home. So before you're married off, you and your husband put up a little home. So you actually come home to visit with us in Kenya. Before, I don't know what's going on right now. When you get married, you're given a bed. And what's the conversation around the bed? Hakuna kitanda yako usirudi tena huku. I think that's bad. That's awful. You understand what I'm saying? At least tell me, if I have to come, I have to come with mine. You can't come. You can't go back home for a sleepover. Okay? So I think the way we look at things is we give away the child, the daughter, and we don't want anything to. And some cultures take that literally. Like when my marriage happened, my co-starians did not bother to know the Kikuyu culture. The Kikuyu culture, you don't ask for all the mahari. Even your grandkids are supposed to help you. My people wanted all the mahari before they can even discuss the wedding. My mother-in-law was so hurt, not even pissed, she was beyond pissed. She was so hurt, and she said this, we will pay and will not have anything to do with you guys anymore. And true to his word, to her word. There was no connection between my people and his people. We tried and tried until we decided we are gonna love them separately because we also have a life to live. Yeah. So we interact with my family very well and interact with his family very well. But our two families don't. Just the other day, way over 20 years, is when they met again for and life still is good. You understand? Yeah. So sometimes, if you realize this is, you know, because there's no also taking time out when it comes to marriage. You can't say, by the way, I've had enough, I'm pausing. You can just make it like a holiday, like the way I do. You understand? But when I leave, it's not because we are fighting. I don't leave when we are fighting. I leave when I'm burnt out, when I'm exhausted, and nothing pleases me. And no one, in fact, the more he tries, the more he irritates me. Then I know time for me to take a break. But when we are at the thick of fighting, I stay. You know? And we stay until we resolve. Even if it's going to take a whole month to resolve, at some point, it will be resolved. Are we together? Yes. But then you can ask questions in between, okay?
Hi everyone. My name is Lorraine Osio. Lina was my colleague at JPO Mutual.